Okay, welcome back, traders. Trading the Euro Australian. We're going to go over some of the swings, and then we're going to get into the Flux time warp and the trend stalker elite. All right, we're on Fibonacci trader right now, and we're going to do the swings. We had an Aussie swing. We had a trend reversal. It was in a downswing, and now we're up in an upswing, Fibonacci upswing. So as followed, we're in a volatility stop buy at the moment. We're pulling back. We hit the extension here. This was the target on the upswing. So we're going to get some sort of a pullback here. We get the A at 159.81. The B is at 61.57. All right, so we're waiting for some sort of a pullback here. We need another lower candle, and we could take it from here. And the extension on this one is 162.67 is the extension right here, and that is the Euro Australian. All right, next up is going to be the pound Australian dollar. This thing was flying this week. We also had a reversal on a lot of the pound pairs. Okay, GBP AUD is the A at 75.05, and we're in a volatility stop buy, and we've been in a volatility stop buy since right at 829, and we just flew to the north. All right, and currently already took out the 240 pip target now, which was right here. So we're pretty close to that 500 pip target. Okay, traders, the 500 pip target is right here at 80.86. So we're going to get some slight pullback, and we're pretty close to the extension. We're about 60 pips away from that. So probably going to get some pullback and then maybe bounce off this trend line and take out the target. We shall see. All right. Next up is going to be the pound New Zealand, which is similar. It hit its extension as well, and this is a new swing. Got the A down here at 91.44, and we finally took out that target. Took about a couple of weeks. We retraced all the way back down to the 618, and then we finally took out that target, and which is the B high right now. And the B high is at 96.02, and we're getting a slight pullback, and we'll see what happens. We're probably gonna get some sort of a retracement back down here. So here's my C down here. So I'm gonna wait for a retracement to come back down on that pair. That was the GBP NZD, pound Canadian. This was a hit upswing. Here the pound Canadian. Pulled back only to the 382. It was this was the A, then it was the B, C, pull back. Right, this was the 382, hit the extension. This was the extension right here, which is the D. Now it's actually, this is the B high at the moment, so let's move that over there. So we're waiting for a retracement, and we're getting that right now, as a matter of fact. Once it hit that extension, starts pulling back immediately. Okay, so we're pulling back. We already cleared the 382. We bounced off that, so we're probably heading down to the 50 or possibly here in between the 618 and 786. So we'll see if we're gonna. Well, we have the 50 here at 1.6877 and the 618 at 1.6851. All right. But as the pound Canadian, actually I have a short one at the moment, taking advantage of the D extension. So I think I'm up maybe about 40 or 50 pips. All right, that is the pound Canadian. US dollar JPY. I mean, no, Great British Pound JPY. Sorry. I'm actually in on this as well. It's pulling back. It's in between the 5.0 and the 6.8. I'm looking maybe to go here at 143.34. Do have a buy limit there, but I'm actually in the trade on the 5.0 pounds. But we're still in a volatility stop sell. So we got a lot of support down here at the 8.6 and 7.86. All right, that is the Great British Pound JPY. Extension on this one is 147.69. All right, that is the Great British Pound JPY. This is another pair that reversed. It was in a sell and it broke, took out the A. Once it takes out the A, then we reverse off Fibonacci's and to look for the next swing. Okay, so next up is going to be the Euro New Zealand. This pair, it took about 2 weeks for it to hit its extension. The original, this was the A, the B pullback. It was the C right here, which is now A, and it pulled back. This was the initial pullback here, but this was a lower point. And it pulled back, made a high, and then retraced back down, and then boom, almost like a double bottom. It was a double bottom here, and then it took off and it finally hit the extension. So again, that was about a 2-week trade there. So I'm expecting some sort of a pullback on the Euro New Zealand. So the target of the Euro New Zealand now is, we're gonna have a lot of resistance up here around this 127 area. 178.29. Right, that is the Euro New Zealand. You know, moves kind of, you know, it likes to retrace a lot after it hits the extension. You know, it likes to retrace a lot, as you can see here. I mean, it just was just going down, 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 and then boom, we finally hit, you know, with the double bottom, and we took off, almost like a triple bottom here, because you got another low right here, and then it took off. All right, that is the Euro New Zealand. Okay, next up is gonna be, I think we did World Trader, excuse me, Euro New Zealand, pound Aussie, Euro Australian, pound Canadian. All right, so we're gonna move over to, let's see, the Ninja Trader. So we have the new upgraded software here. This is the GBP NZD. So I already have my time signals ready to go. There's the current market is going to be, actually the current market is going to be back here. There's my GBP NZD right there. All right, so we don't have, with the new software, you don't have the pumps. It has the time durations here, and we're using swings. I have a 15 swing strength for the time pivots, so if it breaks above or below, with a closed candle, not a touch, closed candle above it, then we take it long or short in the direction that we have deemed. It's a long, but the GBP is in an upswing now, so but we're also expecting a pullback. All right, so we'll see how that goes. These are the times for, this is Sunday right here, and this is from here till this Monday right here. From this point is Monday. Let's see if I can squeeze a little more time in there. The blue is sell markers, and the white is buy markers, and you have the time durations in between. There's no histogram humps or anything like that. They deem this a lot more accurate than the Flux. But again, I'm been pretty good with the Flux with the power zone, and the Trend Stalker Elite still works excellent. All right, So this is the GBP NZD. So next up is going to be US dollar JPY. Same situation. You know, you got the time signals coming in here with how many humps, but you got the time durations. And I chose not to put the other dots up here, just because you know, I like to use the bottom. Some people don't like to use the bottom. I like to use here on the bottom. I'll show you one with more of the time signals, with the dots up here, which is Euro Australian. And here it is right here. Time. This is Sunday. And here's, you got the time signals here, and you also have them up here. So you could either have them up there or have them both. And then you can just pull the second panel down right here, and you got the time signals coming in here. Again, the blue are sells and the white are longs. Okay, this is the Euro Australian. All right, these are the time signals. And next up is going to be the GBP USD. Oh, we did that already. Here's the time signals for the GBP. Let me see if we can squeeze a couple more in. Like I said, I already have the times, which is great to know that you already, you know, have a slight advantage on the market. So you have an opportunity to, you know, see what happens when 1925 comes in, you know, and vice versa, 2025, 2035, and so forth and so on. These are the GBP, excuse me, USD time signals on the time warp. All right, these are Eastern Standard Times. All right, next up is going to be the New Zealand US dollar. And here's the time signals for this. This thing is in a serious downtrend, traders. But I think the Aussie is actually weaker. All right, and you have the time signals here. And then, well, like I said, I use the time signals according to either my NinjaTrader charts or the Fibonacci Trader. All right. And here's the time signals. Let's see if I can squeeze some more on this one. Yep, that's about it. Not getting it too. I can squeeze it, then it just, there's more time signals. I mean, like I said, you have them 7 days in advance, 5 days in advance. All right. That is the New Zealand US dollar. Okay, next up is going to be the Euro New Zealand 5 minute. And here's the trade signals for this coming in. All right, it's the Euro New Zealand. Okay, next up is going to be the Aussie US dollar. So serious downtrend, traders. After it hit that that resistance up there around 73.60 something, or you know, right in that area, 70. Yeah, it was definitely big time short. Drop almost a couple hundred pips. Still didn't hit the extension, which I'll show you on the trend circle early. All right, and here's the time signals for the Aussie US dollar. It's only a couple of days here. You got Sunday coming in here. Right here is Monday, and I think that's it. I mean, I do have, like I said, I do have all these for the whole week. It's just that it would make a big mess if I try to scrunch them all together. All right, so there's the signals for the Aussie US dollar for Sunday, and it looks like it's a handle trader. So it's Sunday, Monday, and that's it. till 21:30, which you can see the other signals, but it gets a little distorted, which I don't want to do that. Okay, that is the Aussie US dollar. Next up is going to be the pound Aussie. And here we are. This has been a nice uptrend on the pound Australian dollar, but again, we're in a pullback, and we're going to try to take out that target at 80.76. Possibly look at some long trades. All right, this is the pound Australian dollar. Okay, pound Australian dollar. Next up is going to be the Great British Pound JPY. Right now we are in an upswing. We're currently near a bounce off the 618. No, in between the 50 and the 618. So a Great British Pound. So I'm looking for an up move on this pair. But again, 34 is probably going to be another buy area if it gets to 143.34. Be looking for another buy down there if we get down there, or if we continue on to the north, because I'm already in the trade. All right, that is the Great British Pound JPY. Pound Canadian. This thing's going to pull back. So on a Fibonacci trader, we hit that target to the pip and pull back. So we're pulling back right now. So we're going to be looking for a C entry on the Pound Canadian. All right, let's just squeeze a couple more signals in here. You can see here. All right, next up is going to be the US dollar supposed to write serious downtrend. Well, again, I will show you that on the trend software elite. All right, here's the time signals for the US dollar Swiss franc. It's for like the 3.5 time signals. Let's squeeze. There you go. And again, these are Eastern Standard times. And the last pair, we already did that one, which is the Euro Australian. All right, so let's go over to the trend store for elite. All right, we're on the trend store for elite here. And the first one's going to be up. It's going to be the US. It's going to be the US dollar Canadian. All right, the US dollar Canadian hit its swing. The bounce was an 8.6, and it was at around 31.77, and it just dropped, traders. So we took out the target finally, and then it bounced off, almost hit the 127 here, and then it bounced off, and then we're getting a pullback. Now we're at the 618 here, which is some resistance here. It hit that. You get almost to the pit, traders, and dropped. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen with this trade. All right, so currency entry is a 618. All right, in the downtrend, US dollar Canadian. All right, next up is going to be the Great British Pound US dollar. This had a trend reversal, and now we're in an upswing on the 60-minute time frame. So we got the A at 128.46, and the B is going to be here at 30.40. And now we're on a retracement on the sell market. Once we hit the extension, we start pulling back. We're not interested right in the moment in some buys because we just hit the extension, so we're going to get some pullback, and the possible pullback could be at 29.28. Get some resistance here, knock the pair down, so possibly looking for buy opportunity. So looks like it's going to come in here. Buy opportunity here and here on the trend store for elite. All right, that is the pound US dollar. Okay, next up is gonna be the New Zealand US dollar. Still hasn't hit its extension yet. C entry is 618 right here. Actually, I don't know trades. Is this higher? This is the C entry over here, right there. And we're actually heading down. Also got a 3 a.m. sell marker. We have the 7 p.m. sell marker, drop the pair. All right, and our target here is at 64.84. Again, that's the New Zealand US dollar. Okay, next up is going to be US dollar Swiss franc. This one hit an extension pretty quickly, so we had to pull a new swing. And the A is up here at 98.65, and the B is at 96.88. So less than 382 bounce at the moment because it kept going down. Took the B low right out, hit the 118. Now it's pulling back. And watch out. I'll be looking if it's going to hit the 127 and then start pulling back into the boundary. So I'm going to be looking for that, and then possibly trade here at 98.01 or 98.91 for a short, possibly on the US dollar Swiss franc. But of course, we'll be using time signals to anticipate the trend. Okay, that is the US dollar Swiss franc. All right, next up is gonna be, we did the Aussie, no, we did them all. Oh no, the US dollar JPY, this did not hit the extension yet. We're currently in a C at the, almost at the 8.6. It's between an 8.6 and 7.86 bounce on a sell. All right, that is the US dollar JPY. So looking to hit these extensions. All right, traders. So the only ones that hit the extensions was the Swiss franc, the US dollar Canadian, and the Great British Pound US dollar. That was a trend reversal. And target on the Aussie actually is, I forgot to give you that, because this is a 618 bounce. I don't think I did that Aussie. Hold on, Tracy. I don't think I did it. All right, no, I didn't. All right, so the Aussie US dollar. Here's the A, the B, and again, my previous video, I think we were down here somewhere, and I was expecting a pullback into this area, and I was looking around the 45.50 area. This is the 5.0, went a little higher, which is a better price, 618. 78.83 was the high, broke the trend line, bounced, pulled back, lower high at 73.60. When it's pulled back, it was just another opportunity to get another sell, and the pair dropped. Here, we're currently here at 71.76. Target is going to be 71.20. All right, that is the the Aussie US dollar. All right, traders. So that's it, and we got one more thing to do, and that is the power zone. All right, Forex market preview, power zone, and here we are here. I'm not even going to look for a few trades on the power zone here because I have the other, time signals. But I'm going to be looking for a big move on the currency pairs on Wednesday. This is the Great British Pound AUD. 12 a.m. on Wednesday. Look for a move up on the pound Australian dollar. It's an up move. Euro New Zealand's got a couple more signals. You got Euro New Zealand coming in here. You got a buy marker here at 1 a.m. in the morning. And then you also have a sell marker here at 3 a.m. on Tuesday. Down into Wednesday. Very choppy. And then Wednesday, look for an up move at 7 a.m. And then a down move at 12 p.m. and then another up move at 2100 to the north, and then a down move on Thursday, 3 a.m. in the morning, very choppy, and then back up at 11 a.m. And looks like it's going to go down here at 1500, but I'm going to leave that alone, exit, and then you're going to get some choppiness, and then a sell marker coming here at 7 a.m. on Friday. That is the Euro New Zealand. Okay, next up is going to be the Great British Pound JPY. Again, with some sideways movement. Best opportunity, I think, is going to be 3 a.m. on Wednesday for an up move for Great British Pound JPY, and another up move at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. And then after that, you're going to have a retracement here, 3 a.m. in the morning on Thursday for a down move on the Great British Pound JPY into Friday. All right, that is the Great British Pound JPY. Next up is going to be the Great British Pound New Zealand Dollar coming in here on Sunday for an up move on the Great British Pound New Zealand Dollar, and then just sideways. And another best opportunity for an up move is going to be 12 a.m. on Wednesday for an up move on the Great British Pound New Zealand Dollar. All right, and then it's going to peak out here, and it's just going to go back and forth. Okay, traders, on Thursday. That is the Great British Pound New Zealand Dollar. Okay, next up is going to be the Aussie US Dollar. I don't see anything. Looks like Wednesday is going to be the day for traders. All right, so at Tuesday, 8 p.m., look for a down move on the Aussie US Dollar into Wednesday, 1 a.m. in the morning, for another down move on the Aussie US Dollar, another down move here at 6 a.m. It's going to bottom out here at 10 a.m., pull back, with a sell opportunity, 1900 on the Aussie US Dollar, down. It's going to pull back 2 a.m. Back up for another possible short, 7 a.m. on Thursday, and just continue to the south. And then we got another sell opportunity here at 1 a.m. on Friday. So, I guess the sentiment for the Aussie is sell. Probably going to hit that extension with a number of these sells here. So any kind of pullback in the Aussie, look for a short. All right, that is the Aussie US dollar Canadian. Coming in on Monday, looks like a good opportunity here, 7 a.m. in the morning for a sell opportunity on the US dollar Canadian. Another move here, US dollar Canadian, 2 a.m. in the morning for a sell marker to the south. Then a buy marker coming in here at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Pull up, higher low, and 1 a.m. in the morning for another up move on the US dollar Canadian. Then we got a sell marker here at 11 a.m. on Wednesday for a move to the south until 8 p.m. on Wednesday for an up move for the US dollar Canadian, and continue an up move on the US dollar Canadian into Friday. Then we're going to get a pullback at 3 a.m. in the morning, and then buy marker 7 a.m. in the morning for an up move on the US dollar Canadian. All right, that is, and we've got another pullback here for another entry at 11 a.m. on Friday. US dollar Canadian. Okay, next up is the Aussie Canadian. Again, Wednesday, 1 a.m. in the morning. It's going to be some stuff happening. 1 a.m. in the morning on Wednesday. Look for a down move from the Aussie Canadian. Sideways movement. And it looks like we're trying to pull back after that. Then we got an up move here at 2 a.m. in the morning. And then another sell marker at 10 a.m. on Thursday for a down move. So going back and forth. Then 2100 on Thursday for an up move. And then 12 a.m. on Friday for a down move on the Aussie Canadian until 7 a.m. in the morning for an up move, up and down. And then a sell marker coming in for a short, 11 a.m. in the morning on Friday to the south. That is the Aussie Canadian. Next up is going to be the New Zealand US dollar. Okay, I see an up move at 6 a.m. in the morning on Monday. And it looks like it's not doing much, but And then we got a sell marker here at 2100 on Monday into Tuesday. 2 a.m. in the morning look for an up move. And looks like it's just gonna roll right back over. Not really doing much. Best opportunity on Wednesday is gonna be here at 1600 look for a short on the New Zealand US dollar into probably right here. 1500 on Thursday. And yeah, about 1500 on Thursday with the exit short. It looks like sideways action. Looks like it does go down here, 4 a.m. in the morning, but I would leave this alone. It's a little unclear on Friday on the New Zealand US dollar. Okay, next up is going to be the US dollar JPY. Looking for a sell opportunity here, 2300 on Monday. Look for a down move on the US dollar JPY, sideways movement. And then on Wednesday, 6 a.m. in the morning, looks like up move on the US dollar JPY. And then 12 p.m. look for a down move on the US dollar JPY. Sideways action. And then Thursday, 1300, look for down move on the US dollar JPY, and then another down move here at 12 a.m. on Friday. Look for down move on the US dollar JPY. Okay, next up is going to be US dollar Swiss franc. Flux is going to pull back here. Then we got a sell opportunity here at 7 a.m. on Monday. Another sell opportunity here at 1 a.m. on Tuesday. Another sell opportunity here at 7 a.m. on Wednesday, and then pulls back at 10 a.m. And now when it goes back down to like 1800, it just pull it back, going sideways like sometimes it likes to do, excuse me. And it's like it's trying to go back up here on Thursday and Friday. All right, that's the US dollar Swiss franc. And the Great British Pound US dollar. Got some moves here. Look for a move up at 7 a.m. in the morning on the US dollar JPY. US dollar, Great British Pound US dollar trader, sorry. Look for an up move 7 a.m. Another up move at 2 a.m. And this is not going to drop here at 9 a.m. in the morning. Go sideways until we get to the 3 a.m. in the morning. It's going to up move on a pound US dollar to the north. We're going to peak out here at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, and then look for a retracement back down. Traders into Friday. Yeah, looks like it's still going down. 4 a.m. in the morning for a down move. And 10 a.m. up, and then right back down. That is the pound US dollar. Okay, last pair is going to be the Euro Australian. All right, Euro Australian Sunday. I don't see anything really. And then we have a move up here on Wednesday, 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to be pretty focused around this time on Wednesdays. The moves are probably going to happen then. Okay, so Wednesday is going to be a critical day trading. All right, and then 10 a.m. in the morning, look for a sell opportunity on the Euro Australian. Then it's going to go down. It's going to pull back at 2100. Then we're going to go back down again. Another up move at 11 a.m. And then Friday is a little mystery until we get to 11 a.m. in the morning for an up move on the Euro Australia. All right, traders, so that's it. I don't think I have any more pairs or anything else to do. But we covered everything, and I'll update you with some of the trades that I will be taking with this analysis. And let's stay profitable, and let's get this. Have a great trading week, and have an awesome Labor Day. All right, I'm out. Stay profitable.